around and start acting. Lights, camera. No. That means turn on the lights, idiot.
Stupid white Americans have a tendency to speak on behalf of other groups and tell them what they should and shouldn't be offended by. Take Speedy Gonzalez, a character who was banned not because of outcry from Hispanics, but because Americans assumed they didn't like him, when in actuality, Mexicans love Speedy for the exact reason we thought he was offensive. They thought he was funny and even endearing. Perhaps Warner Brothers should have communicated with Hispanic people and asked what they thought instead of just assuming. Just like the devs of Kung Fu Chaos.
I'm impressive! Your first scene and you made it through in one piece! Whoa!
Many people were turned off by Kung Fu Chaos for obvious reasons, but hey, fun fact, while developing the game, the studio behind it, Just Add Monsters, who would later become Ninja Theory, were beginning to think the same thing. Did we go too far? A stupid game dev asked. Are we the monsters we just added? A Just Add Monsters producer screeched. But instead of throwing away all their hard work, they decided to show the game to several ethnic groups to ask for their opinion. Many were okay with it, and some even thought it was funny, but that still didn't stop the negative reviews. So, what is Kung Fu Chaos? Kung Fu Chaos is a 3D party fighter, only for the Xbox, where you play as actors gathered by the primary reason why this game was seen as offensive, director Shao Ting, to help produce his biggest film. Despite the name, only about 1 or 2 characters actually use Kung Fu. Every other character uses a different fighting style or is based on a different movie genre. Ninjas, samurais, blaxploitation, luchadors, etc. You choose your actor and fight each other using attacks, button combinations, throws, and taunts. Yes, I said taunts, as they're used for combat too. Finally, a game for Smash Brothers fans who like to camp on the side of the stage and just taunt, and still somehow get the Smash Ball. In most games, taunts are used as a way to either celebrate a victory or mock the loser, letting them know that you're the better adversary and that you're not afraid. But in this game, taunts are used as a way to charge your supers. When you knock down an opponent, taunt and you'll be given a point. Get 3 and unleash the mayhem, but there are some things that you should remember. 1. You only get the point after the taunt is complete. If you start taunting and another character hits you, you don't get the point. And 2, it is a tight window, so don't use your taunt as soon as your opponent hits the ground like the game tells you. Taunt immediately after hitting them as they're falling over. Do it any later and you won't get the point either. There are multiple movie sets, each with 3 games, all of which you unlock in the story mode. For this part, I'll explain how each game is different for single player and multiplayer. The first is a beat-em-up stage. You face a wave of opponents as the stage changes. Shao Ting will appear to warn you of what's to come and what you should do.
Invincible hopping vampires! Impossible for killing! Run! Run away! Run away!
To move on to the next stage, you must get at least 3 stars on a 5-star rating. Get anything less and you'll have to try again.
You waste my precious film! It's only good for toilet paper now!
In multiplayer, you just fight your opponents on this moving stage, and who's ever left or has the most points wins. I gotta say, I love how much they use the theme of film while designing this game. Single player stages use 5-star ratings. After this, you zoom out to see Shao Ting overviewing the footage and either praising or shaming you depending on how many stars you got.
You showed those aliens a thing or two! Maybe next time they'll be more polite.
Monsters that are giant fake props, cables carry you when you make huge jumps, and production pieces can be seen all over the set. The name of almost every stage is also a play on a famous movie title. Fry Hard, Legend of the Drunken Bastards, and Revengeance Day, Rules of Nature. I love games that take full advantage of their theme in every way that they can. It really gives a sense of charm and personality. Now, if only the character models were more appealing. Ugh. These beat-em-up stages are the longest, so they're the ones you're going to see the most. The yellow ninjas are annoying as they're always on your tail and they give you no chance to turn around to fight them. And the white samurais also suck. One thing I really hate is that after getting knocked down, your character will try and get up, but they slightly move backwards when they do. So if you get knocked over to the edge of the stage while facing away from it, there's a chance your character will just fall off. Oh, that's fun, isn't it? I tried to get up, but me fall down? Wait just a damn minute. That's not right. Thankfully, that doesn't happen too much, but it's still annoying when it does. After beating the beat-em-up stage, you'll start a single-player minigame. These are short, simple, and change up the gameplay enough. But my least favorite has to be climbing fish, falling turtle. The idea is that this giant fish is climbing up the waterfall, and you have to use these turtles to push it down until the timer ends, or you at least get 3 stars. Yeah, some games will let you go even if you die, as long as you meet the 3-star requirement. Not all stages will do this though. The problem is mainly the turtles. You're supposed to wait until they get to the waterfall so you can pick them up and throw them down at the fish. But when they get up, they charge at you, knocking you around and making you drop the turtles you possibly just picked up. They're also way too fast, and your character is much slower in comparison. If a turtle's on the other side of the waterfall opposite of you, don't even bother! Even if they're just halfway, I wouldn't try. They get up and charge way too fast. They should have called this one Teenage Mutant Ninja Dickheads. Secret of the Cum. In multiplayer, the winner of the first stage gets to play the minigame. It's a sped up version of the game that serves a unique purpose. After the game is over, your star rating determines how many lives you gain or lose for the final game. Yup, the winner of the last game may gain an advantage, but they also might get a disadvantage depending on their performance. Get 5 stars, you gain 2 lives. Get 1 star, you lose 2 lives. And get 3 stars, you gain and lose nothing! As for the final game, it uses the regular gameplay style, but changes the objective, such as King of the Hill, Hot Potato, or sacrificing your fellow man to the gods. There's a lot of variety when it comes to the games, but these are all there is. Every other mode is just another method to experience these games. Ninja Challenge, Battle Game, and Championship. There are mini-series you can unlock, but I didn't really get to experience those, so I can't say much about them. This is another one of those really fun multiplayer games you can enjoy with friends. Some may not like certain factors about it, but it's obvious the devs were just having fun and didn't mean any harm. There was going to be a sequel called Kung Fu Story, and it would have ditched the cartoony style for something more realistic. Fuck realism. I already live in the real world. It sucks. Give me more cartoon characters. They help distract me from the real world and taxes. Kung Fu Story was cancelled, and Just Add Monsters became Ninja Theory, as Kung Fu Story became Heavenly Sword and... damn! Okay, maybe realism isn't the worst after all. Ninja Theory would later develop other games, like Hellblade and DMC, Fuck You It's Good. They would even give it another shot at making a multiplayer game in the form of Bleeding Edge from 2020, also exclusive to Xbox. Unfortunately, the game had mixed reception. I haven't played it myself, so I can't really say. But I have played Kung Fu Chaos, and it's pretty good. Give it a shot if you can find it.